Well, great evening, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Well, 45 and some of his demon-spawned children are out of business in New York. So let's just pull some cards and see what is happening in their world tonight. What about 45 and his two demon-spawned children, the boys? So how are they doing this evening after finding out their prospects for business in New York are no more? So what we have going into it, pulled the wrong card. They're feeling beat up, okay? We're so abused. We're so abused. It's unfair. Now, he's going to try to appeal it. A manipulation. He's going to cry that it's manipulation, but he's going to do whatever he can to try to manipulate it. Because why? He's trying to hang on. Trying to hang on for all they're worth. Okay, they're juggling stuff. Really going to be trying to juggle finances now. Trying to figure out what they're going to do long term. And who can we get money from? who can we screw next? Who owes us a favor? And anybody we've ever talked to and have it totally ramroded that they owe us a favor. Okay? So this is about trying to temper it, and it's about his choices being made. Okay? Underneath of it, we have what? Yeah, his dark elements. Him and his demon-spawned children. They have just got, they feel like knives in the back. They've been taken out of commission because light has been spread on their empire, which is no more. And it has been put to rest because of what? Our rules, our laws, our regulations. And that judge was not having it. Okay? So I think we can leave it there. So let's break this down. Going into it, they're trying to find out what they can get where. They're trying to juggle this, looking for some sort of a long-term thing that they can do, trying to hang on when it comes to the Trumpian empire. They feel like there are swords in the back now because they've been put out to pasture when it comes to any kind of business in New York. And of course the judge has just been so cruel, that judge. Okay, so we know they're going to come out and say that they've been beat up, it's unfair. They're going to try to manipulate this situation and temper it as much as they can. They're trying to figure out their next move forward and what kind of a dark, nefarious thing they can do. He's consulting with the children, the other demon spawn, because light has been shed by the courts as to what's coming down. So let's look at their nefarious drama. Let's go ahead and look at that next and see what that has to tell us. What can they do? What are they chained to? Oh, what will those boys do? You blame it on Eric. Don't look at me. They try to get away with something again, as always. And they're looking at the takeaway. What can we get away with? Because, it's so unfair. We've got swords in our back. It's all political. We've got trying to find the hidden things. And for some sort of a new opportunity, some way to skew this to get out of it. Okay? As usual. Because they're looking at their wealth now. And what's coming next? I think that this is what's coming next. I think this is, what was it, Letitia James brought this, okay? So they're going to blame Letitia James did this to us. So they're madder than a wet hen, okay? Their mental spin is going. They're trying to come up with something new. How can we go after people, club in hand? What kind of a message can we put out about the seeds we planted and we don't like what's come back, and the judgment that's going down, you know, about what we built? They've tied us up. And so they're trying to figure out who they can go to get justice. Because, you know, it's so unfair. So unfair what happened to them. So, again, let's break this down. Going into it, it's about their comfy, cushy lifestyle and trying to figure out a way forward from what's come down today. Their new message about, you know, is so, they're going to vilify all of it, that they don't like what's come down. Because it's all political is what they're going to say. And they've worked to build their empire. Okay? So they're trying to take away our empire. We don't have anything emotional because these guys have no emotions. They're pariahs. They're trying to figure a way forward with whatever it takes. You know, looking back at the things they've gotten away with, but now they feel like the sword's in the black and it's all Letitia James' fault. So they are trying to charge forward with something new because they have been securely tied up in the state of New York. So they are going to come out, club in hand, and try to get on every program they can and just complain about how unfair it is, because what it all surrounds their nefarious deeds, okay, the things they've had hidden, the judgment that's coming down from what now the authorities and the government has had enough of their stuff, and justice has prevailed, okay? And we'll look at a few more underneath of it still. We have him trying to hold on to power and find out who he can abuse and how he can use the kids and what's their next move to try to temper this and how can they manipulate the situation. Always. This snake is looking for the next hole, okay? I have to find a new rock to slither under. So we'll see what happens. So I'm going to pull cards on. We'll just pull some cards on Donnie Jr., Donnie Dark Jr. Let's pull cards on him first, and then we'll do Eric. What are they thinking of this today? So Donnie Dark Jr., we have at the center of it, this is affecting his world, okay? World shaking, nightmares for him. And he's got to try to figure out some way to work on things, okay? So yeah, he's in the nightmare scenario. When it comes to Eric, we have facing loss. Going into it, we have holding on to power. I think it's Daddy, and how are we going to charge forward? Okay, so I think he's looking to Daddy. Again, how do we go forward, Daddy? What do we do next? Okay, and let's just go pull cards on Ivanka. What does his little princess think that now that she got out of it? What does his little princessa think today about going forward? Okay, about how they're upside down now and they have to work on it. So she's just thinking, you know, they got to come up with something. Okay. Thank God it's not me. Thank God it's not me. So let's look at Melania, the melanoma. What about Melania with this? Because you know he's going to be tromping around there screaming that everything's up in the air. Okay? When it comes to justice, so many things are coming down the pike when it comes to her husband. So she's thinking, she's in the O-zones about all this stuff that's going to come and how they're going to affect her. Okay? How will they affect her? Yeah. And she's going to have arguments with him. There's going to be trouble about long term. You know, because she's under contract. She's got a contract with him. And it's like, you best be having the money to fulfill the contract. Or else I'm out of here. Okay. Oh my goodness. So on that note, I'll leave that here and we'll see you online.